Hello and welcome to day 14 of my Vlogmas. I'm really enjoying this, although I'm sounding more cheery than I maybe feel because I did not sleep well last night. But I've had a few mouthfuls of coffee and we're just going to hope that that kicks in and I wake up. Let's open the door. Day 14. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's very pale with little touches of smudges almost of green and a little bit of yellow. Or is it yellowy? Yeah, green and I think the yellow's kind of turned the grey green. I think that's what it is. Yellow and green. Yellow and grey together have made it a little greenish. But yeah, that is pretty. Well, let's put it beside the shawl I've been working on. This is my own design for anyone just tuning in. Although looking at my figures in analytics, most people are returning viewers, so thank you if you are back again. Oh, look. And we've got a lot more light today to show this better because I slept really badly. I was awake for ages in the night. Ages and ages and ages. In fact, I nearly got up. It was so long. I just came and did some crochet or whatever. But I must have got back to sleep, and then of course this morning I just feel so groggy, so hence the coffee. That is going to work in beautifully. The colour name, let me just find out, was The Last Light of Duran's Day. Yes, of course. So there's that little bit of light. Cool. I got some more of The Hobbit read last night. I am now at the end of chapter 10, so I'm not too far behind. I think yesterday you had to be at the end of chapter 13, so not too bad. They were quite long chapters. And looking at how far through the book we are, I think the final chunks are going to get smaller, so I may well catch up. And if I don't, then it's not the end of the world. I'm feeling a bit meh about it, but I think probably because I'm managing to keep up with the crochet, so it's making me cross that I can't keep up with the reading. But it's that time of year, isn't it? I'm going to have another drink of this. And then I'll tell you my plans. So I'm going to, as always, or almost always, I'm going to wind this up, sit, drink coffee, crochet some in, and then I'm going to crack on. I've got quite a busy day again, similar to yesterday. Mix of household stuff, Christmas stuff. My son and his fiancée are coming for their Christmas meal here tomorrow, although it'll be slightly Christmassy. It's not going to be like full on Christmas, but they are off to the south of France for Christmas, so tomorrow is the last day we'll be seeing them before they set off, and that'll be good. So I've got some things to do to prepare for that tomorrow, and yeah, I'll be writing my newsletter as well, so if you are not on my mailing list, hop on that, because that'll be going out tomorrow morning at 8:30. It'll be scheduled for. I've still to think what it's going to be about. So that'll be a surprise for everyone, including me. But my emails go out on a Friday morning at 8:30 with a mix of crochet news. There's normally a crochet tip in there. There's often one of your pictures with patterns of mine, projects that you've made following patterns of mine, and sort of a more beefy chunk of either some sort of crochet wisdom or what I'm doing or an announcement I have, that kind of thing is the main gist of it. So yeah, that's always good, and that goes out tomorrow morning, so I'll get on to that today. That's one of the big jobs I have to do in amongst all the other stuff. I still got no Christmas decorations up. I might get them done this afternoon. We shall see. I'll see how quickly I get through everything this morning, how awake I feel after the coffee. So yeah, I'll see you later. So today was the day for putting up Christmas decorations, and here's a time lapse of me putting things on the little shelf by our fireplace. In actual fact, this probably took me about 3/4 of an hour, with lots of trips up to the attic, which is where I disappear off to. And yeah, I enjoyed putting that all together. And here's the nativity in the middle at night time with the lights on. I really, really love this little nativity. I got it around about 2009, 2010. And finally, lighting our advent candle, which we've managed to keep up with. Wow, it was another really busy day. I got loads done today. Loads and loads. I'm looking around because I've got all my decorations up, like you saw in the little bit of footage in the middle. And I'm really pleased about that. It's always a big job because I do like to get everything cleaned and dusted, and I take away most of what's out, throughout the year, and I package that up in the boxes that the Christmas stuff came down in, so it is all completely new rather than sticking the Christmas stuff on top of what clutter I already have. So it was quite a big job. Got that all done. Got the newsletter done to my list, for my list, sorry. And that ended up being about 5 cowls that you can crochet up for gifting this Christmas, or just for making, if that's what you want. 5 of my favourite cowl patterns, and I just shared a blog post that I shared around this time last year, so a little bit of a rehash, but I know I've got new subscribers, and even folks that saw it last year are maybe interested in it this year, so not a total cop-out, and it saved me a load of time. Otherwise I would have been writing the newsletter for ages, so I got it done quite quickly, and I was pleased about that. And then on to the decorations, and I've got little fairy lights twinkling. I'm really pleased. I even got some reading done while I was eating my lunch. I thought I was miles behind with the Hobbit read along. Jess, who is Skein and the Stitch, whose Yarn Advent I have, has arranged a read along to go with it, and every day she puts in the Discord server what chunk you're supposed to read, and I think I've been looking at, she has the date, December 14th, and that's underlined, and I think I've been reading that as chapter 14 and thinking that I was 2 or 3 days behind, and it's only today that I suddenly realised I'm not actually. In fact, if anything, I'm ahead. I think I've read chapter 12, so if anything, I was slightly ahead. So I don't know how that happened. I just got muddled. I think I freaked out that I was way behind, and I probably didn't look on the image properly. It's not a complaint about the way it's presented at all. I think I just read what I thought I wanted to see, if that makes sense. So, anyway, tomorrow's tip in my my newsletter is not to stress out if you fall behind on things, and there I was doing exactly that. So, if you're doing a cal, or if you are doing an advent pattern and trying to get a little bit done every day and you're behind, then, it's not the end of the world. It's a busy time of year, and you should have some time between Christmas and New Year, depending on your circumstances, of course, to catch up. So there's always next year, so don't stress it. It's only projects. Quick sip of tea. I don't think I've shown this mug before. It's quite a cute little one. It's fairly small. I'm drinking rooibos tea with a bit of soy milk. Sweet little mug. I got it in charity shop. Like most of my Christmas mugs, I've only bought a couple of them. I've been gifted some. I've bought maybe 2, 3, and the rest I find in charity shops. So, crochet wise, I got it wound, and I only managed 2.5 rows this morning before I cracked on with all that Christmas prep. Here it is. Just that little band, last few rows there. I will go and finish that once this is uploading, is my plan. It's got a nice little fade going on here, doesn't it? I really like that. You can see where they've journeyed from the forest, through the water, up the lake, and now they're finally at the mountain. So that is my crochet. Still chuffed with that. And my knitted sock is now on 2 needles. I'll show you this way, because I'm at the toe. You never know, I might be able to get that finished this evening while I'm watching a bit of telly. I think we're watching Castle I think we're on season 4 or 5 maybe, not sure. Watching that, we've got DVDs of it that we just got in entertainment exchange, and for those of you who don't know, Castle is a US murder mystery, bit of comedy TV drama. I quite like it. It's nonsense really, and it's quite funny. But yeah, so that is my sock progress. Should get that finished. If not tonight, it'll be tomorrow. And I'll not be too far off trying to get the pair finished before Christmas. I'm obviously slightly past the halfway mark, but I'm nearly finished this. So we'll just have to see. No pressure. They're for me, so no pressure. And the last thing I'm going to do is open my little advent from Claudia. Claudia sent me this just before Christmas. Day 14 is a little lantern up the top there. It's a really sweet advent calendar. So yeah, that is that. And I think that is all I want to share today. If you have just tuned in, go ahead and check out some of my other videos this Vlogmas. I have been managing to post one a day, and I'm really pleased about that. And in looking at my analytics, lots of you are returning viewers, so thank you so much if you are returning and you're back today. Thank you for continuing to tune in and follow my Vlogmas adventures. And I will be back again tomorrow. Bye for now.